Hello everyone and welcome to the video on the auto build section. This is the core function of the software since almost 70% of the working logic depends on this module. Without wasting any time, let's dive into what it is and how to work with it. You might have seen Whack downloading content, right? You can then select which article you use and then add the lines to Builder. This is where auto build comes into play. It will utilize these lines to build a highly spun article. First, let's show you how to build an article with basic settings, and then we'll play with the settings. First thing to do is type the keyword and click on download. Whack will remove all the crappy CSS stuff, and AdSense codes are removed from the article before they are added to the data grid. Also, any lines with curly bracket or HTML tags get removed. This is done to make sure that you don't have any footprints in your articles. Next, you will see a message that downloading has been completed. After this, you just have to select which article to use. Remove any articles which have less word length and those which don't have the keyword. Right-click here and click on Without Keyword. Then click Remove. Next, what you have to do is click on Word Length. Remember, this will select all the articles which have word lengths less than the number that you put in. Once they have been selected, right-click and select Remove. Now select all the articles which are left and then add the lines to the Builder section. You will see that the lines are added to the Builder section and formatted. Now click on the Auto Build button. The software will build articles based on your settings. Remember that Whack is constantly being upgraded, so this GUI might change in a few weeks itself. Right now in 2.7, you can see the window of Auto Build and the content it has. Let's study this GUI first. This is your spun article. It is spun on word, line, and paragraph level. This box shows you all the articles you have built. Right now it shows 5. All these 5 articles are different from each other. The green tick shows that your spin tax is correct. If it's wrong, then you'll see a red cross. There are some basic operation buttons. The Save button will save the current spun article to your hard disk. The Save All button will save all the spun articles to your hard disk. The clipboard will copy the current article and focus to your clipboard. It can be the spun article or the unique article. You can use the spin button to preview the currently chosen article. Each time you click it, you will see a different generated version. This Spin All button will spin all these articles with one another. It will then add another article to this box. You can see that all these articles have been spun into one. This becomes a super spun article. Here you can see the uniqueness of the current article. It can go to a maximum of 99%. It usually stays higher than 93 to 94%. Next is the Tools tab. Remember that with Auto Build, you can insert your link tag in each paragraph. Using this feature, you can replace your link tag with a combination of your keyword or URL. Here you can add multiple keywords, and here your URL. And then click on this button. It will replace the link tag with a ahref format. The Insert List button will insert a list anywhere you want. Simply click between 2 paras and click on this button, and it will add the list. You can add an HTML list or a text list. This is just an option to make sure that your articles stand out from the crowd. Next is the Subheadings button. Again, click between any 2 paras and click on this button. It will add a spin tax of headings between these paras. These 2 buttons will add images and videos wherever you want. The whole point of this Tools tab is to make sure that you can make your article structure different than what you've been using before. Articles which have only paragraphs can be unique when compared on text. But remember that search engines read the HTML content and do not behave like human readers. This is why having different structures helps you out a lot. Now let's see what settings we can change to work with Auto Build. Here you can add the proxies for scrapping. Please read the proper format from the PDF help file. This section allows you to remove small lines and lengthy lines as per your choice. Make sure you have selected line mode and work mode. This will build articles based on lines. This whole section will decide the spinning level of your article. You can decide the phrase level spinning here. Light spinning will spin each phrase with a gap of single word, while heavy spinning will spin each phrase without any gap. You can also choose no spinning. Next comes the length of your article. You can decide the number of paragraphs and lines per article. Here, you adjust how many variations are present per line or paragraph. You can insert link tags in any paragraph. If you want to add the tag in multiple paras, then simply add them separated by commas like this. To make content more unique, you can choose to remove original words from spun content. Now, here you can choose how many articles to build. If you want to build more than one, you can decide certain other things like if the article should have different numbers of paragraphs and lines. For that, you just have to change the minimum and maximum fields. You can also choose to remove lines which have been used in any article. This will prevent them from being used in second or third articles. A word of caution, guys. At any time, the multiplication of these four numbers should be lower than the number of lines downloaded. If your lines are less than your settings, you will get an error saying that you have less content. And if you choose to remove the lines, then remember, you have to multiply these 5 numbers. This option will build maximum number of articles allowed after all the lines have been removed. This tab of tags is for the subheadings in the list feature. You can adjust what you want and how much you want per article. Personally, I just focus on line and paragraph variations. But remember, bigger the campaigns, the more uniqueness you want. For lower tiers, we recommend using whack line spinning as uniqueness is quite high, like your SE Nuke 2 and 3 tiers. For tier 1, we have paragraph mode. Remember to always export this scrapper content to a file on your hard disk to work with it later. You can export and or import the content and work with them throughout your campaigns. This is all there was to teach in auto build. See you guys in the next video.